Obviously, chewing into a fair bit of their reserve time to think about this fourth pick. Maybe they're looking to address the Naga Siren already. And it's actually a sniper.
Hmm. Interesting. I mean, it is good because you see this hero go for Maelstrom. The reach for Reapers is a bit limited. Like, yeah, maybe you can get Miran and Arrow, but Viper, Nagasai, these aren't exactly giant mobile heroes. Strange Protector as well. So their catch for the sniper is barely there, and you have two good bodies in front of you with the Primal Beast and the Tusk, which I assume are the 2 and 3. These are very durable supports to have. So Reapers, are they better at the puck? So they're not feeling like it's a Tusk mid. They're feeling like it's a Tusk. I want to say 4, but there's also Rubik, and these two heroes generally both go 4 because they need a little bit of extra resources, more so than the 5 role typically gives you.
Yeah, I agree. I think in those two, I would assume the Tusk would be the 5. It's going to be the support. I think it works quite well with the sniper. Like, he can, obviously in the laning phase, go on someone, block him in with the shards, easily sets up for good shrapnel damage. Like, that in itself does sound like a decent combo. And yeah, so I guess for Reaper, they're probably looking for a mid laner then that can have a decent amount of backline reach. Like, as we just seen, Neon taking away the Void Spirit, a very key hero to remove. Maybe see the Ember Spirit banned out as well. Obviously, another hero traditionally can just fly into the backlines and do as much damage as possible.
It's already banned. I think second ban of Neon is the Ember Spirit. So yeah, they're definitely they're gonna have a problem with that. Bat Rider's also been banned by Reapers. Let's see what they. No Ember Spirit, no Brood Mother. They have the Mirana, but they pick. So a mid laner that gets some catch. Storm Spirit is still in the pool, and so something like a Dawnbreaker. If you can get someone next to the sniper, the Dawnbreaker can help. But overall, Reapers, the catch is going to be a problem for them. The sniper pick from Neon has been very nice.
Yeah, so we'll see what they're going to grab up for the final pick here. And what is going to what do you sort of think is going to be the main one that they're going to go for?
I mean, I've always been a fan of Kunkka, but let's see what they go with. They go with the Tiny. Okay, so it's going to be one of the heroes that can blink. You can also toss people to the sniper if you can. I like the Tiny pick. Again, it's I don't know if it solves a bit of the problem, but I do feel like the other 4 don't contribute. So maybe Tiny can jump, blink, stun, Mirana arrow, then you can catch the sniper. But overall, it does feel like the sniper is going to be well protected with the the snowball, the Rubik lift with the shard can save him as well. You got a big body with the Primal Beast. So overall, the sniper still feels like he's not solved.
No, yeah. So it feels like then this last pick from Neon can, I don't know, I guess just focus on destroying the Tiny as much as possible in the lane. Because, yeah, like you said, the sniper feels relatively uncounted so far. So we'll see what they're going to go for. Plenty of reserve time to work with.
And I don't like the Tusk mid as much anymore because Tiny will take the 3 grab, and then you have a ton more base damage than the Tusk. And you might sometimes you see Tusk put 1 point in the tag team just so that you can be like, oh, I have a little bit of extra damage, so I can actually CS.
Yeah.
Primal Beast does a little bit better against the Tiny because of the passive. I forget its name. I believe it's Uproar. It does give you a bit of base extra damage, so you can contest the Tiny. But overall, you might want to go for something like, I don't want to say Huskar, but some sort of either range hero who doesn't care about the Tiny. Maybe a Zeus wouldn't be so bad. Something who can help you with the Naga Siren illusions. I'm feeling a bit of the Zeus, honestly.
Yeah, Zeus works quite well because obviously then like the Tusk Primal Beast can set up for those global ganks because all you're going to need is a Thunder God's Wrath and a Nimbus, and you'll pretty much find a kill guaranteed. But it's a Clockwork. Okay, so it is going to be Tusk mid then, I would assume.
Yeah. Yep, it is gonna be. Yeah, it is a Tusk mid, and okay, I like this a lot. Wait, let me make sure. Ken is the mid lane, and Ryu is going to take the off lane. Fortune Soul on the sniper, and Hated is going to be playing the position 5 Clockwork. So it is going to be Rubik 4. Okay. I mean, the Clockwork and Sniper is super good, right? You cog, you put the shrapnel on top. It's a lot of damage. Mira doesn't care, but Viper is relatively slow moving. So if you can, first you have to throw a shrapnel to slow him on the way out. Then Clockwork's on top. You can't kill him, and Clockwork is a very durable support. 3.5 strength gain, decent armor, good movement speed. I think something like 310 or 315. So he can catch the Viper.
Yeah, like it pretty much works the same way we were saying with the Tusk in his lane. Like pretty much exactly the same premise.
I mean, I was gonna pick Neon honestly, unless the draft was like really one side towards Reaper. But even so, like Neon's draft is very durable. You have 3 durable heroes. You got a lot of stuns, which we love. And you have the sniper that feels uncountered. Reapers, their control is a bit less. They have good team fight with the overgrowth, but I don't feel like that's enough. Like you have the Song overgrowth set up. It's a lot on Toy to really come online and win this for the team. Made will have to make a lot of space for them. Feels like it's harder to put off for Reaper. So I'm like 80% on Neon, 20% that Reaper can take it. So I'm all in on Neon.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with that. I think definitely Neon is going to be coming out ahead. I sort of guessed that with the Naga Siren, the song, the ultimate, has to just be used to find the sniper. Just pop that, run through the entirety of Neon, locate the sniper, and then set up for an easy Mirana arrow and try and just burst him down as fast as possible. But even if you do that, you're still going to have the Primal Beast and the Tusk doing a hell of a lot of damage afterwards. But yeah, I feel like that's sort of going to be the main way that Reaper has to take these coming fights.
So all right, so we're both in on Neon, which means the Reapers will definitely win. I think that's just how it works when the casters all agree. They're like, yeah, it's like everyone's like watching, like, oh, the casters all agreed. All right, Honey put the house on the other team. That's how it works.
Let's hope we're not just gonna give them a bit of the old caster's curse. But yeah, we are now into the game, so we will move on over and get this show started. I believe if everything's on right. Yeah, camera's on the right spot. Awesome. All right. So doesn't look like we're going to get any sort of crazy first blood play. Actually, I say that, and the entirety of Reaper have gone for a smoke maneuver heading into their own jungle. Perhaps they might want to try and catch somebody out if they can. Grab that easy first blood.
Yeah, like I said, and also sending those mirror images forward, just seeing if you can find anyone. Unfortunately, what's your arrow setup? If you can get, like, Tiny doesn't want to take Avalanche level 1. In fact, he did take the tree throw, so that means that it's really going to be just sort of a blind arrow, like with no setup. Maybe the Treant if you can throw a good Nature's Grasp that helps, but overall, yeah, it's not much setup, right? It's like a couple of slows, and then Mirana Gondry has to do his best, and not really the best. Not really working for him. I think Neon would have a better first blood attempt with their skills and with their heroes.
Yeah, it's true. It looks like they sort of committed to try this first with using both of their wards in the same area to really see if anyone from Neon steps out. I mean, they do get the spot onto Hated right now. There's also obviously Ken hitting the creeps, but they're not all set up. Very spread out at the moment for Reaper. It looks like Toy might be in some danger right now. Henry's on the case, but can't really get the hold of anyone. So it looks like it's just going to be a 2-for-2 split on the bounties. Actually, the top one's left uncontested. It might just be sat there for a while.
I'm excited to see what exactly Mate can do in the mid lane against Hated. Sorry, not against Hated, against Ken's, my bad. Because if, like, Tiny, you can shut the Tusk down, you can delay his level 6 thanks to the denies, and you can, if you can get a fast blink tag, that'll be very helpful for your team. So, and it is a lot on Mate to make space. We know Tusk naturally at level 6, once you have a couple points, the shot, the snowball, and you get the walrus punch, you can just roam around, get easy kills. Luckily for Reapers, their draft is not the easiest to burst down. Treant has a lot of health, Mirana can jump, Naga Siren as well, you have to get the right one off, so it's not the easiest to get these kills off with the Tusk, but you're still a Tusk, you're still a very active mid laner.
Yeah, that is very true. Not one of those heroes that like to just sit AFK and hit creeps. Want to try and use that level 6 as early as possible once he does actually find it. Where a hero like Tiny, level 6 isn't actually a power spike at all. You don't really care about that. It's just about maxing, obviously, Avalanche, Toss. Maybe Tree Grab, depends how Made's going to play. I mean, Ken's getting dangerously low right now. I think he's lucky that Made didn't have a tree on him.
Yeah, that's the nice part about the Tiny, when you play him as a core. You take a 3 grab, you just do so much damage, a lot of his splash damage as well. Ken, his snowballs just to get a couple of CS, but yeah, you're right. His health is, he's used almost every tank. He's got one left, probably going to Iron Branch and he's that one, but overall, he has been suffering in terms of the health department. CS, it's not so bad though.
No, yes, equal 6-2, 6-2 at the moment, but obviously that's just going to get much worse now. He's completely out of regen. He does have enough for his bottle momentarily, so that will be coming out, and he should be able to get a refill perhaps on the 2-minute water rune, unless there's a surprise rotation for one of the supports that can snatch it away from him.
Interestingly enough, they decided to put the Treant Protector top and the Mirana bottom. I guess feeling like they need another body for the Viper in front. Treant Protector does that way better than the Mirana, where you can go in, with a Leech Seed, you can get some health back. If you put on a Living Armor or Nature's Grasp, you can also maybe get like a lot of slows. But Hated, he's leveled, so he wants to go in. He wants to I don't know if he really wants to go in. This is a bit scary.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of beatings for this. He just wanted to secure that ranged creep. Doesn't get huge. I mean, he loses half his HP, but he's still got Tango to work with and a healing salve. So I think in the grand scheme of things, a position 5 support managing to get a range creep last hit and not dying, that is game changing. That massive.
It's like when you're playing Bounty Hunter and you go into a Crystal Maiden Drow Ranger lane and you just get that one hit. You're like, all right, 12 gold. Now I have to buy a salve.
Yeah.
You know, like every time. That's how it works.
Swings and roundabouts, I suppose. That's the beauty of Dota. Oh well.
Well, if you want to, Hayden could take a point in Rocket's Flare just so that he can get those like those creeps that you were mentioning. But overall, you also want the cogs, and you usually want to go something like 2 and 1 by level 3. So you have 2 battery assault, 1 power. That gives you killing potential. And if you go 1-1-1 by level 3, it's not as good because battery assault damage more than doubles at level 2. So a bit of an awkward situation to be there.
Yeah, definitely is. So far, it actually seems like Fortune Soul, the position 1 sniper, is the person struggling with CS at the most. And talking about him, he's getting ran out right now from Hong Hong, but Hey is going to be there, making some space with the old cogs with the shrapnel on top. Might be able to do a decent amount of damage to this Viper, and he's got to be careful. He's overstaying his hand right now. He's going to try and trade with the sniper as best he can, but it's just not going to matter. The sniper getting the first blood start to the game here might get brought down from Hong Hong. One more right click's all he's going to need, but there is going to be the cogs. The Nature's Grass off the mark, and now this Treant is in real danger. This could be a free double kill for the sniper, and he gets it. What a fantastic start here for the safe lane of Neon.
I mean, this is what we expected to happen, right? We were saying that this is a very dangerous combo. The sniper, as well as the clockwork, and you know, they like the Viper. He's not fast. He's 275 movement speed, by the way. He is very slow. You put shrapnel, you put cogs on top of it, he's gonna suffer. Meanwhile, sorry, in the bottom lane, I was talking around and saying nothing. But Rubik does lose his life.
That's right. It looks like it was just a solo kill actually there for Gondry. He must have caught him out whilst he was hitting a creep or something maybe. Or just the slow harassment built up, who knows. We're talking about top. Hayden is getting gone again. Actually trapped both of them in with these cogs. He will lose his life, but Fortune Soul is going to be able to do a decent amount of damage in return. But regardless, the support is down. But hey, to be honest, as a support, going back to base, full HP, full mana to return, you're bringing items for you and your core. It doesn't feel that bad, to be honest. I think he's fine with that trade.
It depends on how greedy you are. For me, I'm like, no, I died! My KDA! This is definitely not going to the highlight reel, you know? Not this game, at least.
Yeah, that's where you spam the game is hard chat line, right? Just make sure that you keep it all nice and above board. Keeping the spirits high, that's the main thing.
It wasn't my fault, it was my carry's fault if he had just supported me.
Looks like down bottom, Toy's taking a bit of a beating right now. Primal Beast is on the case, he's getting really low, but can't quite finish the job. And now Enry's got to be careful, the illusions plus the hits from Gondry. Bringing him low, but he's going to be okay. There's actually no regen left for this Naga.
Maybe there's a south. Oh!
He dies, 2 people die at the top as well. Trades happening absolutely everywhere across this map. The only people not dying is actually the mid lane.
But for Neon, they're very happy with this, right? Bottom lane, they get the enemy carry. Top lane, they get rid of the Viper. So, again, Neon, 1,000 gold lead, but the lanes are really looking well for them. And the CS in general, for the Radiant side, is not amazing. You know, Toy is sitting at the bottom, as well as the RGB. Remember, this is a Viper. This is a hero that's supposed to dominate the lane, and he has got the lowest CS right now.
Yeah, that's definitely not a nice place to be. Maybe they might change up. Obviously, level 3 is the key power spikes. The Treant's got his. He's trying to actually cut off the sniper right now. RDP's coming in, but like you said, he's so slow. It takes him forever to get in range for these right clicks. Fortune Soul is taking a bit of a beating. He might just die to the dots. Can he get the kill onto the Treant in return? He does find it. Not going to get the XP, but the money is still there. And the Rubik getting involved, but completely out of mana. Can't really do too much. Actually, he's got plenty of mangoes, and Hated is coming to the backlines. They might try and take down this position 3. Support duo is going to do their best. Cogs are there.
There's more than enough.
He is a goner. So that's
poor guy.
3rd death now for this Viper. Sub 7 minutes in. He is having an awful game right now.
He is level 4, and the Rubik is level 5. That is very tough. Hate is 4 in about a 1/3, so yeah, that's nice for him, but it has been really tough. Again, this is a Viper, you know, this is the hero that's supposed to always do really well in the laning phase, and he's seeing lowest net worth. And Viper's not a hero that can do plays. Like, you need items because you're kind of a body, you know, you're moving forward, people try to bring you down, you have like, oh, I'm high level, I have all these defensive items, I'm hard to kill with cross skin. But if you're Like if you're not there, if you're not ahead, you just become super weak. But Made is in the top lane. He might be able. He's invis. He might be able to salvage this lane phase for them right now.
Yeah, if they can get another kill here onto Fortune Soul, it's going to be massive. Made's going to be there, easily sets up, tossing him into the waiting arms of the Viper, and that is a dead sniper indeed. Ken's also made his own rotation, might be able to get the trade onto the Viper. He's got the living armor, so he's lasted a long time. Eventually will still fall. Hated might just drop here. One final hit from Made finds the kill, but a rotation from the Rubik finds the counter kill. Even now the Mirana getting involved, landing a lot of spells onto Ken. He's quite low, still trying to run in, has to retreat now. Only a couple of hits left on him, but Made's just bottling up on the back lines. Maybe he might try and find the opening. He's going to bump straight into Ken right now. He's got a toss available. Oh, I don't think they saw him. I think the Fog of War just on the outside. But they're going to meet for the rune, and that's going to be a dead Ken for sure. There's nothing he can
do. And Ken, he had both the snowball, he had the wall smash, he had everything ready, but getting a little bit greedy here and lost his life in return. But top lane, the action continues. You know, most supports for Neon are up here and just trying to make sure Fortune Soul's alive. And he's got for the double Wraith Band power trade, so he's not the easiest guy to bring down. And I love that these items that upgrade at 25 minutes, the bracers, the Wraith Bands, they feel so good to get early on. You're like, I'll be getting benefits from this for the entire game.
Yeah, it was a nice change when they brought that in. It's just like a subtle difference, but it does make picking up those items feel a bit better. It doesn't feel like such dead gold at the end of the day. But I guess out of that entire outcome, I think Reaper's probably happy with it. Sure, the Viper died for the 4th time. They lost the treat as well, but killing both the carry and mid laner in quick succession, it's a big change in the sort of momentum of this game.
And I think even Hated lost his life in that exchange, right? The Clockwork. So yeah, they got a lot of that. RDP though, he's in front, and he might be losing his life
Level 6
of this.
The Rubik already. Stolen Leech Seed, chucking it straight onto RDP. Again, trapped in the cogs. No hope of survival whatsoever. He is brought down. Can they also find the tree? And he's going to do his best to run through the trees, but you can't hide from the shrapnel. Gives them all the vision in the world. Headshot to bound. He's going to use his stick charges, but I don't think it's going to make much difference, or is it? Nah, there it is. Fade Bolt for the final touch.
Very close to reaching level 7 on the Rubik, whereas RDP not even level 6. And this is a 2 and 5 Viper. I mean, I don't mean to say that like playing, but he has just been having a brutal laning phase so far. It has been really tough for him. The Clockwork sniper combo has worked really well, and unfortunately, Triad, while you can sort of like mitigate some of the damage and harass command. Oh, mid lane actually can.
Making a move on towards Made, see what they can do, but obviously he's a very tanky man, and it looks like Neon might have to decide to change their mind. Gondra even coming in, looks like they're going to try and focus on Ken. The Avalanche lands, net, arrow, all the spells in the world. He's still a tanky hero though, but might get dropped down, has to go into Snowball. Henry's holding them all at bay with the ultimate. Hong Kong will die, and now the Naga Siren trapped inside the cogs, trying to do what he can to survive, but not actually got the level. The ultimate up, but still Made gets a nice combo down, manages to take down the Primal Spirit, but it looks like Gondry's still going to die. Now they actually might change the target onto Made, but I think everyone's running out of mana, all their spells are on cooldown. The tree toss! What an absolute fantastic target. The toss though actually lands on the creep, so the Made does not get the burst damage onto the Rubik. That might just cost him his life. There is going to be the living armor trying to keep him up, more shards, trapping him in, and eventually he goes down. What a chaotic fight. Whole team fight happening at sub 11 minutes into the game.
By the way, you know the only person who did die in that one? The Viper. He's the only one who didn't die.
He's like, I get involved, guys. You're on your own. I'm farming.
I've taken their punches enough. It's now time for everyone else to get some of that love. For Neon, they only lost Enryu on the Primal Beast. Everyone else survived. So it's just another huge win for them. And it's a bit scary for Reaper's draft. Again, the Viper does not scale very well late game, and Miran and Trade Protector, they're fine support staff, but Miran's it's like, you know, if you land the arrows, that's great. If not, you rely on your farm, and she's not getting that much farming. She's obviously support, but if your team is behind, the hero does feel a lot less useful.
Yeah, that is very true. It looks like they just have to start changing their sort of strategy around a little bit. Maybe just poking onto Made. Both supports were behind there on Ken, but they didn't quite want to commit. It was too far on the other side of the river. They're actually going to go for this immediate 3-man smoke maneuver. They're going to head down into the Radiant jungle. They might bump into Toy here if they go towards the left, and they will. Looks like Reaper's going to have to start bringing some heroes in right now to try and save it. Does actually dodge the snowball. That's a nice little touch, but there's just too many spells, so much reach, so much grab and control. But down he goes. Even Made Trying to get the haste, actually gets denied. Fortune Soul right in front of his face. In comes the rest of the team. They're going to just plow on top of this Tiny. Nowhere to run. It's going to be another death for him. Maybe even thinking about going onto the Tree Protector, but I think that one's going to be a bit of a stretch, guys. Can't get him.
What do you think is the worst spell Rubik can steal in this game?
Probably the one he has right now. It's kind of, it's pretty rubbish. I mean, maybe he can dodge like Viper Strike or an arrow, perhaps if he times it really well. That'd be like the only good thing to come out of it.
He's like, look, guys, I'm helping. You know, look at my illusions. They're doing 2 damage each to a tower. That's pretty good. But yeah, he's level 9 on the Rubik, dude. He is absolutely styling in this game right now.
Yeah, that is exactly what you want. First game of the tournament, like first team's in as well, and having this sort of a start. They found the Naga. Is he going to be dead again? It's actually Moonlight Shadow. There's no detection available. No one's bought any smokes or sentries or anything, so he's able to get himself out. Looks like the rest of Reaper, though, they want to get involved, trying to use this to their advantage. Focusing on to Hated right now, but even the Clockwork's quite tanky. Uses the hook to get himself out of there. Hong Hong is a dead mate, though. Focusing on towards the Rubik. Can they kill this over-leveled man? He's still alive for now, but will eventually drop. But it doesn't really matter. Reaper sustained such heavy losses for this, and it's going to be the 6th death for the Viper this game. Sure, they managed to kill that Rubik at long last, but it just was not worth it.
Yeah,
dude. They might be. They're going on to Toy as well. He's the only survivor there for Reaper. They're not going to let that stand. They're going to take him down as well. He's going to try his best to get on out. Oh, he actually avoids the cogs.
The cog!
He's a slippery little fish, man, but he's trying to get himself out. One shard gets him at long range.
So that's always the fun part about playing Clockwork. That occasionally you cog the wrong in the wrong situation. Your whole team pings you. You're like, oh, sorry guys, I thought I got him. But another really nice thing for Neon is that Fortune Soul is 3,000 gold ahead of pretty much everyone else in the game. Like, he had an absolutely free lane. He is, what was he got? 8 kills, 8 and 2 on this sniper. He's got the maelstrom, so he farms very fast as well. Clears out illusions. And Reapers, they gotta find a way to slow down the game. Blink Dagger is finished on mid. I think he just got it, or so that might be their avenue back. You know, if he can jump on people.
Yeah, they have to make this item work, get multiple pickoffs, because they are just hemorrhaging this game. 7k gold lead at 15 minutes in. Like I said, that sniper is just an absolute beast right now. I think he's probably got top kill involvement. He's got top CS as well. He's just an absolute machine.
Top lane.
Looks like Toy.
He's got the sleep.
He's dead. Double damage Walrus punch to the face. And that is, how many deaths is that now for the Naga? 0, 5, and 2. This is not good. Not good at all.
I like that the moment he reached level 9, he's like, I'm going to take the sleep. And I was like, oh, here we go. The Blink reveal.
Yeah, it might be. They can't even burst the Rubik. He's still alive. Should still drop one final right click and make it get him through the trees. Actually, the dot finishes them off there from RDP. So again, they managed to find the Rubik, but still they're losing so much more. Another kill for the sniper.
I mean, still worth it. You're right. If you can kill the Rubik like this, he's not exactly a support right now. He's almost the same level as the Tiny. He got a nice chunk of gold out of it, but yeah, it is. Like you said, this is the Blink reveal. Reapers, they need to keep getting these pickoffs, making sure Toy has a good has a recovery game. I was gonna say good game. I'm like, he doesn't have a good game right now. He's gonna have to recover. He's lowest net worth among all the cores, and that's not what the Naga, is known for.
No, yeah, it's all about just getting that splits sort of farm with all the illusions, but he just has no space at all. He actually has nearly half the net worth of Sniper now. There is that much of a rift between these two that I don't know how they can even recover. They just have to play absolutely flawlessly as a team to try and turn this game around. It's not looking good.
No, it's not. And another thing is that Treant Protector, by the way, level 7, so he's trying to keep his towers alive. Oh, top lane.
They're trying to kill the Rubik again. They do manage to find him, but it looks like Maid's going to get punched with this one. Not worth it this time if the Tiny actually dies in response. Looks like the Mirana's going to be able to get out though. So, yeah.
Actually, the Rubik had a bigger bounty, so you're kind of okay with that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's the position for Mirana that gets the money. Not quite ideal. At least with the Moonlight, they want to try and go onto Ken, but they're underneath a Sentry Ward right now, so They see that move coming a mile away, and the line is drawn, so it looks like Neon actually want to try and take this fight. Point blank arrow lands onto Hated, but regardless, the snowball was there. They've got the connection. But Kendo immediately changes target, jumps on towards the Viper. Fortune Soul was there, raining those shells in from afar, will kill the Viper. Even the Primal Beast just annihilating two people in the back line. And the Clockwork doesn't even die. It's another one-sided fight there for Neon.
You know, Reapers is not a bad team. I know people watching this game, I think, oh, they're very outclassed. They've got like, you know, the top 200 in the region playing here. You know, they got really impressive players, but it's clear that the team is a little out of their depth, at least in game one, right? You know, the draft is a bit slow with the Naga Siren. You got what, Treant and Mirage to make space for you. That's not the best supports. Maiden, like, he had a decent laning phase, but it's not enough. And the RDB just suffered. So Neon with the 10k advantage, they look like they're miles ahead of them, which is kind of the crazy thing about Doya, right? Like, one team is a little bit better than the other team, but we watch them play, like, oh, they look like they're just smashing them. But
yeah, it definitely does.
River's a good team.
I mean, maybe you can chalk it up to, you know, say that this is technically a warm-up game, maybe. Like we were saying, it's first game of the tournament. I think this is the first game that Reapers have played competitively for 2.5 weeks or something, so I don't know, maybe they are just feeling a little bit rusty, but after this game number one, whether they win or lose, they're definitely going to feel a bit more fluid going into the second, I'm sure. But we do see an actual mover happen right now. They've got the grab on towards the Viper. The Treant ult magic gets dropped. And where was the Viper? All dumped on towards this Clockwork. They do manage to find the kill. That's just to support. And meanwhile, the Sniper just do whatever the hell he wants. Now, godlike spree, 18.5 minutes. Primal Beast into the backlines. He's got the grab on towards Made right there. Everyone else in full retreat, but Ken, he spots both the supports hiding in the trees. That's a dead tree for sure. Maybe Gondry can get out, but he's got 34 seconds for another leap. He's going to try his best, but the charge finds him, and there's no way to survive this. Another kill for Fortune Soul. Yeah, this game, I don't want to say it feels over, but it nearly feels over. And now, look, they're not even done. They found Toy as well, just chilling in the mid lane, trying to farm what he can. He does at least have the song. Sorry, but the ultimate. He cancelled his TP. He gets hit by the rocket.
Oh god.
He cancelled his TP. It doesn't. There isn't a mini stun, is there? Oh no, it does mini stun. It does mini stun, of course. Yes. Oh my lord! I thought they only got the mini stun when you got the Ags, but never mind. Absolutely fantastic play there from Neon, getting that +1, and now straight into the Roche pit. Because why the hell not?
No, at that point it becomes a stun, right? You lose the mini part, but I thought I was like, okay, he's got the sleep. He's gonna make it home. He's gonna be safe, but holy moly, did he suffer for that. Toy now 0-7, and the sleep is used by the Rubiks, but they can't find anyone yet.
Yeah, live out the range, still bursting onto the Viper. He drops down his ultimate onto Ken, but it's not really going to phase the Tusk. Gondry, that dust actually doesn't quite hit him, so he's going to be able to walk away at least, but regardless, it's another free kill. It was space for the Sniper to finish off Roche. Now 12k gold lead, this man's got an Aegis in tow, building in towards a Satanic next. So he's going to just feel so unkillable at that point.
Yeah, the control from Reaper is also not that incredible, but the graph only says 88% for Neon, you know? The AI still believes that 1 in 10 times Reapers will take this game. More like 1 in 9, actually. So, I mean, there's hope.
There is hope. Like, it is possible, but they need amazing synergy. But talking about that, Hong Kong just gets picked off so easy right now. And Toy, he steps out position for a moment's notice, and he just gets picked straight away. Another 2 people in the grave right now. And Fortune Soul's going to be able to easily siege this tier 2. Obviously, better attack range than the tower, so absolutely no way to save this one.
A couple of key items are up. The Manta Style on the Naga Siren. We have Blink Dagger on Maid the Tiny, as well as Echo. Blink Dagger on Treant Protector, so he might be able to jump in and get big overgrowth. You know, and you also have the mech on Mirana on Gondry coming out very soon. And if he wants it, in fact, he can just get it right now. So a couple of items coming out from Reaver, but I don't know if it's enough to go through the BKB on Enryu. It's enough to go for against the Molineer on Sniper. It's Oh, he's dead again.
Hey, that was a free solo kill there for Kem. He doesn't even have a Desolator picked up yet, whether he's even bothering to go for one, but I guess he's just doing enough work, not even required. I mean, in terms of farm, actually, the Tusk isn't doing amazing. He's only just slightly ahead of that of the enemy cores, but I guess he's just focusing on splitting the map, finding picks as much as possible. He's not really spending much time hitting creeps.
To be though, Tusk is also a hero that tends not to farm in the mid game. You know, like you usually find him, you know, in the 5th, 6th spot in terms of net worth, because even if he's a mid laner, he just doesn't farm very well. So you often find him dipping down. So him being 3rd ahead of all the enemy cores is a huge deal.
Yeah, that is definitely true. Like,
it's alright. Well, they got a chance. They got a chance. Don't worry, man.
They do have a chance.
They can do it.
It is possible.
If we believe.
Do we believe? Do we believe hard enough, though? That's the key. Actually, we're talking about that. Toy's just now getting ran at. It was pretty much just the right clicks alone from Fortune Soul just brought him down. They're going to drop the Viper's ult, but on towards Primal. He had the BKB activated. Out come the Trio as well. They're locking down in Ryu. He might actually drop here. Also, on towards the Sniper, getting extremely low, but he will have the Aegis. Going to come back on in. But it doesn't matter. Neon are just getting picked off one by one. This is the believing. You had the faith. Fortune Soul's trying to TP out. Is there any cancel? He's such a good read. Realized there was no way to stop it, and he just gets out. Fantastic play there for Fortune Soul. Oh, Ken though. He's still in the area. They got the lockdown on towards the Tusk. Can he get himself out of this one? Wants to get the Blink Dagger off of cooldown, but Hong Kong just dropping all the dots onto him, making sure he can't get it. Oh, perfectly timed arrow. And that's another kill there for Reaper. Okay, that's it. This is exactly what they needed to help turn this game around. That's pretty much a 2,500 gold swing and 4,000 experience.
Massive moves by Hong Kong in that fight, by the way. He got the blink overgrowth off right after the like, I don't know if the BKB was on or not on Enryu, but it doesn't matter just because he was able to control him. Then the arrow comes out, they catch Enryu, and just really well played. But Gondry might be throwing his life away for.
Yeah, it looks like the Prime will find that kill. The hookshot actually missing though onto Made. That might be enough to get him away, but it doesn't matter. Neon are saying that fight you just won, it doesn't really make much difference in this game. We're still going to keep on running at you. We're still feeling strong. The Assassinate going to hit him from afar. They're slowly chipping. They got a lot of long-range damage, and that charge from Enryu, global range pretty much, manages to find him in the trees. And that's an easy double kill there for the Primal.
It's still okay for Reapers, because the whole time we also have Toy farming away. He's getting close to that Orchid. He's climbing up in terms of net worth. So, you know, signs of life, and like pretty big signs of life for Reaper with that fight. A lot of it, again, going back to Hong Kong with that Blink Dagger. However, Neon, they have 4 people smoked up. Who are they going to find? Is it going to be RDP? Is it going to be Toy? Looks like Toy.
Yeah, looks
might
like
need to TP real soon.
Well, they see his illusions. The smoke doesn't break, so they know it's not here, but actually, never mind. Fortune Soul's found the real one. He might just failed to solo him right here. Out comes the Song of the Siren, trying to TP out. Is there any cancel? Of course there is. They found the grab, the hook shot, and now Song of the Siren stolen away for the 2nd time this game. We'll see what the Rubik's going to be able to do with it. Not even like it's necessary, but it's nice.
Yeah. It's like it's nice with the shard, right? Because you can get the nice heal, like 35% or that would be pretty good. Although mid lane RDP, alright, gets the slow off.
Yeah, he's actually going to try and poke and prod on towards the Primal here. Ken just popping into the back lines just to punch the Viper once. Didn't actually do too much damage there, but regardless, it was just making space for the Primal to walk away. Not that Enryu was really caring about walking away, deciding to just kill the creeps, because why not? More money. Still holding that 11k lead.
Yeah, BKB, Lotus Orb on Enryu, so you know, ways to dispel a bit of the overgrowth, as well as reflect the Viper Strike if he needs to, and just overall, he is running rapid. We talked about this in the draft, right? Like Neon, they have such a nice frontline duo with the Tusk and the Primal Beast, and of course you have Clockwork, who's no slouch himself. You know, sitting at 1.9 health, just shotting himself, and then he's also got the shard, the jetpack. I love this one, mate. He's sleeping.
All right, okay, this is going to be a good setup. Who's going to use their stun first? There's 3 people waiting for it. It's going to be the hook shot. Starting things off. Actually, the Primal's going to decide to go into the backlines. We're just trying to find Toy. The Nagasori has to run back. It's just the hits from the sniper alone doing tons of work. Outgrowth did come out, but not really able to be much follow-up. Now RDP's in the spot of Bobber, getting hit on from the sniper. Maid's already dead in the background. And the Viper's just been completely abandoned by the rest of the team. I say, yeah, you're dead. Might be able to kill the Primal. Nice BKB usage though. Keeps himself safe. Ken, no, he's not done. He's snowballing all the way to the fountain. Been completely dragged out of position and still might be able to find Gondry. He does manage to get the kill. He could probably just TP out right now. I don't think there's any disables left. But he's going to try to run out. Buys a BKB from the enemy shop. Wants to try and snowball to one of those creeps if he can. He needs the vision for it. But actually just gets the Blink Dagger out regardless. He just gets in and out. Didn't even need to use the first BKB charge.
kills a person, and walks out there shopping on the way out. You know, just like he's like, oh, you know, let me grab this item. My wife asked me to bring it home for her or something, and then just casually snowball. Like, what?
Yeah, that was
dude,
top-notch play.
Ken he is styling this game. He's just having fun, you know.
Yeah.
He's like, it's like whether win or lose. Ken had one of the best games, you know, in a while for sure. Just having tons of fun with this. But Reapers, they're back to where they were a few minutes ago, right? 14,000 gold behind. It's not as bad as it was last time, arguably, because, you know, percentage-wise, they're slightly ahead, but
yeah,
it's still tough. It's still tough. And Sniper has not been dealt with since the laning phase, by the way. He's 14-2.
Yeah. He's still got double the net worth of the Naga Siren. Ooh, looks like they just found a free kill there on Gondry. Quick death onto the Mirana. Gonna snowball forwards. Looks like the tree protection will as well. Manages to get the ult off before he drops, but it's not gonna make much difference. RDP's still gonna die. May jump on in, trying to burst whoever they can. But Toys is trying to stand his ground versus Sniper. He just cannot do it. Has to use the Song of the Siren to get out. And that will allow the whole team to just TP away. Well, I say the whole team, the 2 survivors.
the stragglers, the guys, poor guys, but and again, another unfortunate situation for Reapers, even though they got an overgrowth off. It wasn't a bad overgrowth, but the follow-up is tough, you know? It's like, you got melee heroes. Most of the damage is melee, and you're up against a Sniper. Viper has had a very tough game. He's been going very defensive as well. He does have the Aghanim Scepter, the nosedive ability, which means that you can disable the Viper, the Sniper. It's decent, but you have to find a way to get a bit close to him.
Yeah, it's a hard one to use. And I remember in the draft we were saying that they didn't really have an answer to the Sniper because there was no way of getting into the back line, so he could just sit there and do it. But even with that, Toy was right next to him, hitting as much as he can, but the Sniper just did not care whatsoever and just destroyed him in seconds, forced him to run away. I mean, it just feels like this man is just way too far ahead for Reaper to do much about it. But hey, there's still hope. They're starting Roche, and it looks like Reaper maybe got a vague idea what's going on. They're heading over towards the area, but it's going to be way too late.
Yeah, there's Scan, there's a Rocket, and like I said, they're way too late. They're not going to be able to find it in time, so good attempt again by Neon, just knowing what to do.
Reaper, they're still going in though. Looks like RDP's going to try and get himself, but actually, never mind. Emery just grabs him with the ultimate, hold him in place. He's still alive for now though. Meanwhile, the rest of the team's at the backlines. They got the grab on towards Fortune Soul, but he's managed to pop the Satanic, rooted in place, wants to stand his ground and keep right-clicking as much as possible, and he's just not been brought low enough. Now the damage output is really starting to flow through. Toy's already dead. They GG whilst the fight is still going on. I always feel that's kind of like a tilted GG to do it that early, but I mean, to be fair to them, I don't really see any way they could bring this game around. So that is it. Neon Esports take game number one of this best of 2 series, and I feel like that was a much deserved victory. Like, they just did everything perfectly this game.
From the start of the laning phase, right? When the last pick Clockwork looked really good, combined with the Sniper, which, you know, as we saw, RDP had no way of answering that, and the Trained Flicker was just not enough to protect him. Mid lane went decent for Made, but once Ken was online, he was making so much more space. And bottom lane, we saw the Mirana and the Naga Siren. I mean, that's, you know, we rarely see the Naga Siren taking any points in the nets early, so it doesn't really set up anything. And Enryu was able to just do whatever he wants. So Neon just ran through this game from start to finish. There was really no chance for Reapers, but hopefully game 2 they'll have a better showing.
Yeah, well, hopefully they do. Obviously, like I was saying earlier, it does sort of could just be chalked up to you know, a warm-up game. Now they're going to feel a bit more eager to go into this one, try their hand, maybe get one game under their belt at the start, because that's a nice way to start off like a fresh tournament. Get one win under your belt, and then it gives you a lot of like momentum, and just you feel so much better going forward. So let's hope for them that they can actually have a good showing for the second game, and for Neon Esports, possibility of starting their tournament with an easy 2-0. I say easy, but that first game did feel a little bit easy. Not gonna lie.
Almost unfair how they took it, but yeah, the best thing for Reaper you can say is that it doesn't get any worse. You know, it can't get any worse than this.
That is
the worst. It can get worse.
It can, but yeah. Well, they tried their best. That's the main thing. Come into game number 2, some fresh ideas, and we'll see what they're able to do. But we are now going to head over to a break, ladies and gentlemen. So don't go anywhere. Game number 2 will be coming up in about 10-15 minutes, I do believe. So do stick around. More Dota to come.